Hello everyone and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live. Once again, my name is Josh Lilliquist. Today is Friday. What is it today? Friday the 8th? March 8th. Friday. Got a great day looking ahead. We had a great week in the stock market. More volatility. Cryptocurrency, as stated in the last one of the last shows that we did earlier this week, has been soaring and showing some great opportunities, great volatility in the markets. Today we're going to do a stock market update of the week. We'll check and just kind of go over what happened over the week. We had a big surge on Thursday after a couple lackluster days, reaching all-time highs. Once again, we'll do a stock market update, quick crypto update. That's tough to say. And if we get time to look at some currencies and other commodities. Before we do that, there is risk in trading and investing. You kind of will lose money at one point in your life. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, mainly mine. But hopefully you find it entertaining as well. S&P 500 SPY. Currently closed, since it is 7:27 in the AM. We are at Central Time today. Central Time Zone. Market will open in just over an hour. Currently market closed at 514.81. Reaching all-time highs yesterday, keeps chugging along, as I mentioned in the show on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. It's like that yodeler from The Price is Right. It just keeps going up that mountain, and nothing's going to stop it until it falls over. We don't know when it'll happen, if it will happen, but you know what? We can be prepared and we can be ready, but we can take advantage of this bull market as it is giving us these opportunities. 514.81, looking to gap down to 514.61. But a lot could happen over the next course of the hour. We haven't looked at the news yet today. We'll check that out and see if there's any news at 7:30. A lot of times at 7:30 there's news, so we'll check that out before we close out the show here today. That's your your S&P 500 market update. Dow Jones Industrial Average, not as strong. Yesterday was actually down on the day. Closed at 388.45. Looking to gap down as well, 387.62. So the Dow Jones has actually started a very, very, very short-term downtrend in the market, but yet again, very, very close to all-time highs as we get into the mid part of March. That's your Dow Jones Industrial Average update. QQQ, which is your NASDAQ. By the way, we're looking at ETFs right now. ETFs is basically trades just like a stock, but that's just what I like to look at to make it easy for our listeners on the market. So the QQQ pierced all-time highs again yesterday, very strong on the day, closing the day at 445.45, showing a gap down of 443.31 as we speak right now. So there's probably some news that just happened right now because the market spiked a little bit and is going to the upside. So there must have been some news at 7:30. We'll look at that a little bit later. So that's your QQQ, your NASDAQ update. Very similar to the S&P 500. All-time highs, and doesn't look like anything will stop it in its way. The IWM, your Russell, which has been your lackluster performer for quite some time, currently closed at 206.96. But even though it has been the lackluster performer, very, very strong over the course of 2024 here. So we're seeing some strength with the Russell. Is it going to catch up? I just don't know, but time will tell, and we will keep monitoring that and just keep taking advantage of opportunities there. We are looking and showing the gap up here today on the IWM. There was some news. Let me go back to S&P 500, just peek at that and see what happened with the news. And currently, market is showing a gap up now as we speak. That's how quick that happens with news. So we'll check that out here at the end, since there was something that happened. Okay, that's your major market update. ETF. So I want to look at energy right quick, just because I like to look at energy, oil, stuff like that. Energy, XLE, a slight gap down for the day, but currently closed at 87.86. And chugging along for 2024, looking great for XLE, for the people that are buying XLE. And I don't see any major supply zones coming overhead. I feel this might go to 92. There's a pivot at 92, so there'll be some selling there, but it doesn't look like anything strong. So we'll keep monitoring that if that does continue to chug along. I do like an area around 84 as a buy-in opportunity with the 889 strategy. We'll look at it on a 4-hour chart a little bit later to confirm if that is an opportunity. It's just something to look at. Not trading advice right now. Just going to look at that, and there might be an opportunity there. So that's your XLE. Let's look at USO oil. That's going to probably be very similar, which it is, but had a big update yesterday. Actually capped down big time yesterday, but shot straight up and closed still below. Still actually a negative day yesterday, even though I had major strength after the open. Closed at $74.23, looking to gap down at $73.92. That's USO. That's been chugging along, just looking very strong. That's not going to... Okay, U.S. adds more than expected 275,000 jobs in February. So that is your news for the day. Unemployment rate at 3.9%. So that's what it was. Unemployment. That's one of the things about the markets, folks, is when you have positions on, especially short-term positions, you need, I repeat, you need to understand and know when the news is happening. It doesn't matter what it does, but you need to be prepared and protected for it with news that's happening in the market. Before it opens, if you're in the futures market, that's a 24-hour market. So just be prepared and protected at all times in the market. All right. Gold. Gold has been just really surging and looking really good for quite some time. That's great for us gold holders. Currently at $2,174.53. So just continuing to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 days to the green side in a row, and actually a pretty good green side. So I do like that a lot, as my good friend Jim Carrey would say. So that's good for gold. Silver, same story, almost $25 at $24.50. Same story, 8 days. There was one down day in there about 4 days ago, probably last Thursday. Actually, Monday or Tuesday. But then again, just very, very strong. Great for us silver holders as well. I've been holding silver since about $15 per ounce, so I do like that. Maybe time to get rid of some of that, but we'll check it. We'll check the chart out and see what we can do with that. That's your gold and silver, your metals update. Bitcoin, $67,433. Woo-hoo! Looking good for Bitcoin, as my friend on West Pounding Down says, ooh. Can you feel the tension in the air? I know I can. Bitcoin looking really good for Bitcoin and crypto holders. I do want to peek at Helium token, $9.05. All right, that is looking great for me. I like that. I would love to see that get to the 12, 13, 14. Ultimately back to near the highs where it was at, around $50 per coin. Very good for Helium. Couple, 3 positive days, or three very strong days in a row here with Helium, and going to the upside, which will probably result in Mobile token doing slightly the same, 0.0038. I do like that. That is now on the Coinbase exchange, so that's helping out there. That's a Mobile token. That's basically derives off. It's basically what you get in rewards when you're mining 5G cell service. By the way, this project is looking really good in Florida. It's really popping. They started off with a pilot of $5 per phone line, so $5 for your cell service, and that was the pilot. Now it's $20 nationwide, and basically these miners are providing 5G cell service. So it's the people's network. So basically, if you have a hotspot in your home, you can use that as your cell service, which actually gives you rewards at the same time. So you're kind of getting two birds with one stone. So it's looking really good as that market continues to show some strength moving forward. Ultimately, I'd like to see this get to close to the 1 penny mark. That would be phenomenal. Or 10 cents is fine too. 10 cents is probably not likely in the near future, but 1 penny, never know. All right, dollar, 102.59. So this one want really been cratering. That's why you're seeing the stock market really just soar to the upside. This has been, I kind of want to preface this. This has been somewhat correlating with the stock market, except for the last 3 weeks or so. So we're finally seeing the dollar drop down pretty bigly, and which was, we're seeing some great movement to the upside. Dollar goes down, gold will go up. Dollar goes down, silver will go up. So we're seeing the same correlations there with the U.S. dollar. Dollar is not necessarily the king. Okay, let's peek at some stocks since we got a little bit of time left here today. NVIDIA 900. Wow, it's unbelievable what NVIDIA is doing. 900 and gapping up today, as of right now, looking to gap up to 949.64. Boy, this is one of those trades. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. NVIDIA just looking great. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Apple on the struggle bus side. Apple continuing to crater, dropping down to 169 even, closed on the day. So Apple really struggling. That might be an opportunity, though. I am going to go look at that. So we're near a pivot right now, pivot low. This might be an opportunity to sell some puts on. Actually, the zone I like is way down further, down to 144. So that might be an opportunity if this continues to go down, but it might be an opportunity to collect some premium. Volatility might be peaking up a little bit on there. So we will peek at that a little bit later. So Apple continuing to struggle. Tesla, kind of the same story as Apple. Dropping down to 178.65 currently, but with the news gapping up to 182.30 as that shows. Meta 512.19. This one here also, I believe we were also at all-time highs with this one, so Meta looking also really good. Boy, I remember we were doing the podcast, and I talk about different stocks, and I don't always get into the opportunities I talk about just because I just don't. And Meta is one of those opportunities we talked about a long time ago. It was just cratering and was offering a good opportunity to get in. Same thing with Target, which we actually did do some positions on around the 110 area, but Meta was one that I wish I would have done. It's always the best trade in the world. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I wish I would have taken that trade. I could have made a ton of money. Everybody always says that. All right, a couple more stocks. Let's look real quick at Target, since I mentioned that. Now up to 171, so currently up from 110 to 171. All right, right off our zone that we talked about. We waited 6 months roughly for this price action to get down to, and we did some options on that, so that was a great opportunity there, but just soaring to the upside with Target. I like it. Last one, Affirm Holdings. We currently got a position on that, and that looks really good right now as well. Got some options on that. Currently closed out with 36.59, but gapping up to 37.21. So that is a good opportunity that was there, and we'll see what happens over the next 2 weeks. I think 3 weeks actually, just to collect our premium and move on. So that, my friends, is your stock market update of the day. Today is the 8th of March. We had unemployment claims, which were added more than expected, 275 jobs. So jobs went up. Unemployment is at 3.9%. So jobs added 275,000 in February. So what that tells you is the Fed, what they're doing, they're trying to cool that. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna monitor that. The next Fed meeting will probably be very interesting with what they're gonna do with interest rates, raise, lower, keep the same. You just never know what they're gonna do, but they'll probably start talking about that. And I know Powell was speaking yesterday. He was testifying. I'm not sure exactly what it was about. I did not watch that yet, so that'll be on my agenda for today, the 8th of March. That, my friends, is your stock market update, crypto market update, commodities update, metals of today. As always, collect your profits when they're given to you, and protect your losses, keeping them small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.